So when I meant that the air box was like ripped or broken, I'm meaning if you lift this cover up right here, the filter, I think, well, it looks like I could have just replaced the former filter, but this part, I don't know why, it looks ripped here. And I was just like, okay, I might as well replace the entire thing now because I'm gonna do it anyway. And I think a filter itself costs $70, and then the Magnum Power AFE intake costs about $300. So it wasn't like, it wasn't such a big jump, you know. So first step first, let's go remove that. I gotta follow directions. Alright, it says I'm going to remove the filter minder out of the box, loosen the factory clamp with a 5/16 nut driver, and I will do that. Okay, so I'm going to be loosening this clamp up right here, and I'll be taking this mass air filter sensor, or unplugging it rather. So I managed to get the air box itself out. There's a nasty filter. Also, I mean, like, I feel like, I mean, it's separated right here. That wouldn't stop any sort of like debris and stuff from getting in. So that's a problem. And I got this out. Most likely I'll have to remove this sensor and put it into the new one. And I just finished all that. So far, this is what we're working with for now. And yeah, I think the next step is to remove this, disconnect this elbow from the first turbo right there, and then I think we're on a good track. Yeah. So next step after that, like I said, I'm going to need to remove the mass air filter from the original one, and then I'm going to insert it into the new one. Cool. And the new piece looks like that. So this is where the mass airflow sensor will be going. And there's the mass airflow sensor. Alright, moving on, this needs to go into this bad boy. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go like that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, feels about right. So I'm trying to get this to get on here, and it doesn't seem to be cooperating. I need to I think that's the only part that I have for this that makes sense. So I had to get this on there somehow, and after that I'll just show you guys as my progress as I do it. Oh, I got it. There you go. Finally got it. Wow, that is on there tight. You almost don't need these clamps to go on there either. Oh, wait a minute. I hope I can just slide. Oh no. I hope I can just slide this over. Oh yes, thank you. I was really worried because if I had to take that off, I would have been very upset. For everyone who saw that, I was definitely not going the wrong direction. According to this, next step is I need to attach the bottom half of the new airbox, although this is the complete airbox, so I don't understand. Well, either way, I'll put together the airbox itself in just a second, and then after that I gotta put, I guess this part goes inside of the tube within this arm that leads to the turbo. I'm actually not sure why that is, but yeah, apparently I have to. So there are 6 like screw holes, bolt holes that go right here that I think, well, it's only logical that these big ones go in there, so let's do that. So the next step, like I said on the last part, is I gotta put this part right here inside the elbow where the turbo will go, the turbo in, and then I gotta install that the elbow back into the truck, and then from there I can do all this other, like put the airbox back in, coupling, all that good stuff. Alright, so this end will go, uh-oh, oh, that's not good. I just dropped my screwdriver down. Is the engine still hot? No, okay, good. Oh. So yeah, so like I was saying, this part will go, it's got this like a little concave to that inner, in the inner tube, like the rubber thing that I was given to put inside the tube, and this will slide over the turbo entrance, and then let's see if I can get that into place. There you go. And I'll slide pretty comfortably over the turbo entrance, and then I'm going to tighten. Wow, the turbo's still pretty warm, so I'm going to tighten that down. I guess this needs to be pretty darn tight, because this is kind of like moving all over the place. Oh, you know what happened? This part got pushed in, so I got to make sure that doesn't happen. TV with that heat. After wrestling with it for a little bit, finally got it, I think. Oh yeah, it's in there. Okay, cool. Cool, that's all I needed. Sweet. Now I'm gonna just let that sit there, and I'll tighten it all down once we're done with all of this. So they said not to tighten, so I guess I won't tighten that. So I slid the coupling or elbow, whatever you want to call it, into position, and then I don't know what the crankcase is. That the crankcase? Oh, I can't be sure. But either way, I have to see. Yeah, I guess whatever, I gotta use up whatever's left here. Okay. All right, so I gotta replace this. So I gotta cut this metal band off, and then after I do that, I can replace it with the new one I got from forgot what, yeah, from AFE, I believe. Yeah. So I'm gonna cut this. I'm not sure if I'm. Cool. So I got that off. Now, oh, uh-oh. So I'm gonna replace. So I'm assuming there's these parts that I'm going to put this part in here. It makes sense. Like that. And then, so this part just went in like that, so I'm assuming this just squeezes in like that also. Okay. Meaning this part goes at the end of this. So if I put this on, oh wait a minute, it's the wrong side. Ah, oh, that's unlucky. So I believe this goes on like that. Maybe. That doesn't seem right. Jeez. Well. So it fits like this. I think I need to cut the hose a little bit to get this to. Like I just dropped my pliers again to get this to fit. So I'm gonna cut like about two right there. So that's now done. So this fit right in there, nice and snug. The next step remaining is, let's see, so I did all that. So I gotta loosen 2 bolts. Looks like, man, how do you tell anything? So that's that and that. So it must be that. And perhaps there's 2 here, so I'm guessing it's that one, maybe? I think it's this one. So undo these 2 bolts to allow the scoop to come in this way. Actually, I was wrong. So, well, this one's right. It's actually this one that needs to come off. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. But the thing is, like, I'm not sure what they want to be done with this. Maybe I'm gonna reuse this fitting right here to go inside the new one. Yeah, we'll do that. So I took the fitting out, like I said, and I put it in there. So this one should just kind of fit in that way, but I'm not gonna do it yet until I get the air duct in. So that's basically it for it. I just tightened this down right here. This is the duct, so the air should come in through here, go into the air box, or there's another entrance right there, which is like the OEM entrance. And then now all that's left is I'll push this in right now. Yeah. Okay, maybe I won't. Or actually, maybe I will. Oh, get in there. Come on. There we go. So now I put that in there. All that I gotta do now is plug this back in and then tighten all the hose coupling things. Yeah. To get the mass airflow sensor to be hooked up, I had to rip this out a little bit so I can push this down so I had enough slack to connect it. So now I'm gonna just tape it over, and then after that I'm gonna turn on the engine, see what. So I just finished taping up the tube, or the cable housing, whatever. And while I'm in here, I wanted to show you guys some of the things that I want to do. Obviously, so the previous owner did an EGR delete. Both the coolers are gone. They did a DPF delete. They bulletproofed the engine, head studs and all that. Hopefully they actually did the head studs. I have to eventually go check in that. One of the things I also want to do is the new piping for the intercooler, upgraded intercooler and radiator. And I also want to do a 5-inch turbo back exhaust. I was looking at one from Magnaflow on the diesel power products, and I think I will go with that option. But either way, this is the finished product. The air intake has been successfully installed. Now, the moment of truth. Let's see, did I bring my keys out? No, I didn't bring my keys out. Also, future videos, I have my Mustang disassembled here, well, the engine, and I have the block. So basically what's going to happen is in future videos I'm going to be rebuilding the Mustang. It's a 4.0, it's a V6, not the most reliable, well, I guess not reliable. It didn't really make power. The 3.7 and the 3.7 V6 and the 2011s up to the next generation Mustang. Much better, more horsepower. But what I'm doing is I found a stroker kit on Tom Morana Racing. Go check those guys out. So it will make it a 4.3 liter V6. And I'm gonna install that. Gives you new crank, new piston heads, new rods, all that good stuff. I will be getting high performance cams from the same guys or over at Super 6 Motorsports, and ported polished heads. I already had dual exhaust on the car, so that I won't have to do that, but it would fit, the stroker kit would fit nicely with the ported heads, the cams, and the I have this high flow H pipe with high flow cats from Cook's. And then I also have so I have the long tube headers from Cook's. I also have the matching H pipe to go with it. I have the Borla attacks for the GT on there, so it's going to sound really good. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. That'll be a good one. Probably take me a pretty good amount of time. I mean, I have all the parts here. The reason why we took it apart was the I guess something in the timing chain. This is the timing chain guide. I think it's a pretty common problem. I'm not really sure, but the timing chain itself the guides kind of like exploded in there, and there were pieces of plastic. I feel like, I don't know, I don't have too much knowledge in car engine manufacturing, but I feel like plastic inside of a very like high with stuff that moves really fast is not like a good idea. So that's got to replace that. So stay tuned for that. So I couldn't really tell if the truck is faster. Obviously I'd have to take it to I can feel the airflow just going this way. That's nice. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so unless I really like take it to a dyno, I'm not really going to be sure how much horsepower it got from that. The website says 50 or something like that, 30 to 50, and then I think it might have been 50 pound-feet of torque. But I won't really know until I get like an accurate dyno measurement after I do all the mods, like the tune, the 5-inch turbo back exhaust. But yeah, that was it for the install video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I also hope you guys found it informative. I struggled a little bit. I don't know if that was because I wasn't reading the instructions as carefully as I should have been, but either way, made it work. Hopefully we'll have more of these kind of videos in the future, along with for my Mustang. My poor Mustang has been sitting there for a while. And I hope you guys leave a like, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.